The 1991 US nickel, why this 5-cent coin can be worth hundreds. Coin collectors, pocket change hunters, and general history enthusiasts. You probably have a jar full of nickels sitting on your dresser right now. Most of them are worth exactly 5 cents. But today, we're focusing on one specific year that harbors a surprising treasure, the 1991 Jefferson Nickel. It looks ordinary. It feels ordinary. It was minted by the hundreds of millions. So, how could this common piece of copper nickel potentially be worth hundreds or even close to $2,000? We're going to dive deep into the 1991 mintage, explore the key rarity that separates a 5-cent coin from a 1,900 payday, and show you exactly where to look. Let's start the hunt. The 1991 nickel is a standard part of the long-running Jefferson Nickel series, first introduced in 1938. A composition and specs, like most modern nickels, it's made of a 75% copper and 25% nickel alloy. It weighs 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. The obverse head side, it features the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third U.S. president. Look for the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1991. See the reverse tails side. The reverse depicts Jefferson's Virginia home, Monticello, along with the mottos E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, and the denomination 5 cents. The mintage breakdown. In 1991, the U.S. Mint produced nickels at two main facilities: Philadelphia P Mint Mark, over 614 million struck. High mintage. Denver D Mint Mark, over 304 million struck. Still high. San Francisco S Mint Mark, these were the proof coins, specially made for collectors. With over 900 million coins in circulation, the vast majority are worth face value. The hunt for value, therefore, is not about the date itself, but about the quality and the rarities within that year. Detailed, educational tone. For a common date coin like the 1991 nickel, value hinges almost entirely on condition. We're looking for what collectors call mint state MS, meaning a coin that has seen little to no circulation. But the real premium for the Jefferson Nickel series is the full steps designation. The full steps FS rarity, what is it? This refers to the detail on the reverse of the coin, specifically the steps leading up to Monticello. Felix Schlag's design is intricate, but the dies often failed to fully strike this detail, especially on high-volume circulation coins. What to look for? Use your magnifying glass. A loop. You must be able to count 5 distinct steps on the porch of Monticello, with crisp, clean definition all the way across. No mushiness, no fading. Why is it valuable? Nickels are notoriously difficult to strike cleanly due to their metal composition. Finding a 1991 nickel with full steps proves that the dies were new and perfectly aligned, making it a true strike rarity. Standard 1991 nickel MS65, around $7 to $10. 1991P or 1991D nickel MS65, full steps, you're now looking at $15 to $30 or more. This is a great find, but it's still not the one that breaks the bank. Intense, exciting tone. The 1991P nickel holds a specific secret that can make it one of the most valuable modern nickels you can find: the scarcity of the perfect grade. The grading scale: mint state coins are graded from MS60 up to the perfect MS70. The 1991P phenomenon: the highest graded 1991P nickels have shown an exponential jump in value. The Philadelphia Mint's production that year must have had issues maintaining absolute quality, meaning coins with zero imperfections are incredibly rare. A top-tier 1991P, graded MS67, might sell for 75 to 150. But move up just one single point to a verified MS68, and the value skyrockets. The finest known example of a 1991 P nickel, graded MS68, has commanded a staggering auction price of up to $1,900. How to find a potential MS68? This requires a trained eye, but here are the key criteria you must look for: flawless fields. The flat areas around Jefferson's head must be completely free of bag marks, scratches, or contact marks. Sharp strike, details on Jefferson's hair and the lettering must be fully struck. Original luster, the coin must retain its full, cartwheel luster, the way light reflects off the metal, completely untoned or beautifully and naturally toned. If you find a 1991 P that looks like it was minted yesterday, that is your high-stakes coin. Get it graded. Practical, cherry-picking focus beyond condition rarities. We always check for mint errors and varieties. In 1991, while no major, famous errors dominate the year, cherry-picking can still pay off. 1. The 1991 D double die reverse DDR. This is one of the most popular varieties for this year. Where to look? Focus on the lettering on the reverse, specifically the words Monticello and 5 cents. What to look for? Use a loupe to check for clear, separate doubling of the letters. It looks like a slight, clean overlap or shadow effect, distinct from the flat look of machine doubling. Value: a verifiable 1991 DDR can sell for 20 to 60 in uncirculated grades, depending on the severity of the doubling. 2. Die cracks and breaks. The lightning bolt. These are a result of the working die weakening and cracking under immense pressure. What to look for? Look for raised lines, like a tiny crack, running across the coin's surface. One common finding is a die crack on the reverse, sometimes dubbed the lightning bolt due to its zigzag shape. Value: though less dramatic than a major doubled die, clear, large die breaks are popular with error collectors and can add 10 to 25 to the coin's value. The 1991 Jefferson Nickel is a fantastic example of a modern coin where the rarity lies in the perfection. While most will be worth face value, remember these 3 keys to finding the hidden treasure. Mint mark: always check for the P or D mint mark. Full steps: count those 5 steps on Monticello for the instant premium. Condition is king: look for a flawless, brilliant specimen, especially the 1991 P. That MS68 grade is the true pot of gold. So, go check your change jars and coin rolls. You never know when you might pull out a near-perfect nickel worth a surprising amount. Have you found a 1991 nickel with full steps or a cool error? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you enjoyed this hunt, hit the like button, and subscribe for more coin hunting secrets. Happy collecting!